Praise the Lord, you are on the air. Praise the Lord, you are on the air. What's good, people? Hey, today I want to talk to you about some personal finance lessons that are very practical but very powerful. And this is for anyone who's looking to honestly just level up when it comes to your finances. So look, take a ride with me. Let's get it. Stay tuned. What's going on, good people? And we are back. So get this. Let me take a little bit of time to first of all apologize, because you know what? I sat down and I thought about it, and I introduced myself and gave you a little bit of background about me, but something I thought about, y'all don't really know a lot about me. So check this out, guys. First of all, welcome to my office. Now, you guys see my office, or I should say remnants or little bits and pieces of my office all the time as I'm recording, but let me take y'all back here and show you a couple of things that I'm into, some things that I like, because if you look on my back wall, it tells a story about a lot of things that I'm into. So let me start off with this book here, or I should say this shelf here. Hey guys, be sure to hit the thumbs up if you found value in this content. Also, subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I get ready to post new content. And lastly, share this video with someone that you feel that can benefit from the information. Cool? All right, let's do it. Check out this book I bought when I was in Amsterdam. Talks about just different type of fashion things and fashion techniques, and about leather and where it comes from and pricing and distribution. I thought that was a really cool book. It goes into branding, it goes into production, wholesale, and things of that nature. I thought this was a really cool book. Not sure if I'll ever use it to start a brand, but hey, who knows? Another book that I love, if you guys know about Virgil, man, this dude right here, it's an icon. If y'all know about this guy, he's the off-white guy. So I'm into sneakers too. So if you take a look here, you probably seen some of his sneakers. These sneakers right here, man, I think they go for about $4 or $5 grand. I love things like these because I just think they're dope. Great conversation starters. Some people don't believe in spending money on sneakers. I'm a little different because I tend to feel like sneakers are like assets, I should say, as you hold sneakers for longer periods of time, very similar to like stocks and bonds and things of that nature. They tend to go up in value, and I tend to think that's really dope. I also think they're very good conversation starters, and they look super dope when you're talking about and thinking about wearing a suit or a tux in some regard. Another thing I'm very much into is travel. Very much into travel. Very much into the community. Here's a plaque I got from the United Way. I used to sit on the board for United Way when I lived in Chicago. My first business, Help LLC, Harness Expert Learning and Prep Tutoring Service. Here's some books that I have on my shelf here, some related to entrepreneurship. I got Malcolm X, the autobiography of Malcolm X, a couple of those there. And then at the bottom here, you'll see some olives. Nothing truly special about these olives. I think it's olives and pickles. But just the fact that I tend to actually really like olives. It took me some time and it was an acquired taste, but that gives you a little bit about me. I'm on my way to get my hair cut. I'll have y'all take a ride with me. Let's roll. Discussions on this channel, I like to talk about ways that you can essentially invest your time, your money, your resources in order to be successful for whatever it is that you're trying to do with that extra money you have left over, right? On my way to get this haircut to my guy G Moses' crib. I've been knowing this dude since, high school. This is my barber in high school, y'all. So I'm on my way to go get my haircut and wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about personal finance, some things that I had on my mind from a personal finance perspective, if y'all are really looking to be, I should say, stable, right? Because at the end of the day, I feel like there's levels to it. You know, you can work on, first of all, being stable with your finances to a point where you're not hurting. You know what I mean? You're going from essentially just surviving, right? If you want to at least be stable, one of the first things you need to do is create a budget. Man, hands down, one of the best things you can do for yourself. And on top of that, your emergency fund. A lot of people don't have emergency funds. I know back in the day when I was really just getting started to learn about finance, a lot of things I learned in corporate America, I never had an emergency fund. I had essentially a savings, I would say, from my 401k, and I was investing in my 401k, but I never had an emergency fund. So when you got the budget, you essentially have that emergency fund. Then we can talk about what can I do if I have some money left over. And that's one of the things that I want to talk to you guys about, because I know that a lot of people are getting ready to, let's say, possibly get like a tax refund check. A lot of people are probably moving around to bonus time. You know, and when you have that extra money, a lot of people always ask me, well, what can I do with that extra money? And so when I think about it, I think about a business in general, and I think about what is business. And in my opinion, business is essentially the idea of you having some extra money left over that you want to invest, either money or resources that you want to invest. It can come from time, it can come from money. A lot of things from that perspective. For what you have to invest, what is the least amount of risk that you can take on? Because as you guys know, when you get ready to invest something, there's always some level of risk that you take on. But basically taking on the least amount of risk for your investment and something that will help you greater your return on the back end for what it is that you invest in. That essentially is the framework and the formula for business, right? And so a lot of people don't necessarily want to go into business, but there's a lot of ways that you can invest and also be successful. Yeah, you looking skinny, man. Like
man,
you,
I'm getting there, man. You see, that's all I've been doing, and I've been working out. I need to have one to say workout too, but you know.
Yes, indeed. So, guys, check this out. The reason why this haircut time is so significant, it's significant for a number of reasons. One is because this is essentially my self-care time. You know, this is a time for me and my boy G to sit down. We like to catch up. We talk about work. We talk about business, about our personal and professional goals we have. We laugh about stories about his kids. You know what I mean? And you know what else? This is also time for me to support a local business. I love to support a good local business. And although G will say this is not a business because he's my friend, I like to make sure that I always make sure I pay him. And lastly, it's all about confidence. If you guys have had a chance to see some of my other videos about increasing confidence, gaining more confidence, and how that directly relates to, let's say, your personal and professional goals, in my opinion, it's everything. And once you get a good haircut, the fellas know what I'm talking about. Check me out here. Crispy. Hey.